The Saint Regis Mohawk Tribe Environment Division presents To Burn or Not to Burn. The winds. Let us give thanks to the winds of the earth. From the four directions they come, carrying the rains upon their back, and bringing change to the weather and the seasons. They deliver our words, and can be gentle as a whisper, or have the power of a hurricane. The winds fill us and connect us to all life, and are the breath of the ancestors of life. The winds are the sacred breath of the Creator. Let us acknowledge the winds. So be it in your mind. Now our minds are as one. In the Iroquois culture, it is believed that all the elements in nature are related: the people, the earth, the trees, and the four winds. When one of these elements becomes unbalanced, it affects the others, sometimes for the good and sometimes for the bad. We must all look within to see what we can so to help stop the damage being done to Mother Earth and to our children. We must take into account our actions and the impact upon the next 7 generations. We must protect the earth for the 7 generations to come. This duty goes on forever. It never ends. Burns allowed without permit: cooking of food, fires for recreation, orchard heaters, fire for fire department and criminal enforcement training, emergency control fires, ceremonial fires, or fires for sweats. Burns that are not allowed: food garbage, solid waste, municipal solid waste, household hazardous waste, refuse, rubbish, broadcast fires, or land clearing or demolition fires. Please note that this type of burn may be allowed by permit, so please contact the Environment Division before you burn. Burning barrels are not permitted under any circumstance. What is a permitted burn? A permitted burn is any burn under the tribal burn regulation that a person has written approval for conducting. Do not burn anything without an approved burn permit issued by the Environment Division. The Environment Division. The Environment Division offices are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, except legal holidays. There is no charge for permits issued to individual residences or agriculture. Business and commercial permits are $50. The process. The first step in applying to burn is to fill out a burn permit application, making sure that all information is filled out, especially contact name and phone number. What to expect next. Once the application is completed, it goes to the Environment Division's air technician. The air technician will then make an appointment with the applicant to inspect the burn pile to make sure there are no unpermitted items in the pile. What your burn pile should not look like. In this burn pile, we see fabrics, garbage, plastics, and other unpermitted items. Here we see insulation, rolled roofing, and other unpermitted items. Here we see concrete, more garbage, furniture, bottles, and many other unpermitted items in this pile. Post-inspection. Once the pile is approved, the application is taken back to the manager of the air program for signature and to be assigned a number. The permit is then given to the director of the Environment Division for final approval. The entire process usually takes 3 to 7 business days. Dates permitted. The permitted burning dates are written in box 24. The permit is usually good for 2 to 6 months depending on the nature of the burn. Conducting a permitted burn. Do not conduct your burn until your pile has been inspected, your permit has been approved, and you have been notified by the Environment Division that your permit is available for pickup. Read and understand the permit. Understand and follow all permit conditions. Have your permit available at all times during your burn. If you have any questions about the permit or conditions, please contact the Environment Division. Revocation of Permit. Your burn permit may be revoked by the Director of the Environment Division if there is failure to comply with permit conditions, a violation of the tribal law in connection with burning, the burning creates a public nuisance, the burning is found to cause or contribute to a contravention of tribal air quality standards, or high fire danger is determined by the Environment Division due to humidity, temperature, precipitation, etc. Recycling. People are strongly encouraged to bring their recyclables to the tribe's recycling depot rather than burning them. The depot is located on Route 37 across from Wild Bill's. The depot has 4 containers. 2 containers are for the collection of mixed paper, and 2 containers are for the collection of hard recyclables. Plastic bags are also collected. People are not charged to use the depot. Weather. Weather plays an important role in smoke production. Check the local forecast before conducting a burn to see if the conditions are favorable in your area. Use test fires to confirm smoke behavior before proceeding. Favorable conditions for reduced smoke production are low-pressure atmosphere, tall, puffy cumulus clouds, and mild winds with good visibility. Unfavorable conditions for smoke production are stagnant weather conditions, high pressure area, clear skies or layered flat clouds, weak or no winds, hazy conditions, and temperature inversion. Smoke production. If you make a fire that emits enough smoke to be a nuisance to the community, you will be subject to the tribe's nuisance policy. If the fire department is called during your burn, even if you have a permit, you may be charged. Burning bans. The Saint Regis Mohawk Tribe determines if outdoor burning can be done safely and with undue fire risk to neighbors or the community. When deciding if it is safe to burn on any given day, the tribe considers factors such as vegetation moisture levels, temperatures, relative humidity, and wind. Burning ban factors. 3 weather factors are considered in determining a ban. Temperature of 95 degrees Fahrenheit or above, relative humidity of 30% or below, and wind speeds of 15 miles per hour or higher. Fire safety. Do not leave burning fires unattended. Plan the burn well so that the fire is out before dark. Do not conduct a burn if it is questionable. Ensure that there is uninterrupted access around the burn perimeter for firefighting equipment. Monitor weather and wind conditions. Verify these conditions from a reliable source. Have appropriate fire suppression equipment readily available, such as shovels and water. Plan manageable burns. Do not conduct large burns or build large piles that can become uncontrollable. Use fire guards such as bare soils and streams or ponds to help control the fire. Have identified escape routes for all personnel in case you lose control of your fire. A large grass fire can make it so hot that people will need at least 200 feet of distance to get away from the heat. Have telephones or radios available to call for help if necessary. Remove any excess fuel from the edges of the burn site. Do not conduct fires close to buildings or gasoline and propane storage areas. If you think you're ready to conduct your permitted burn, stop down by the Environment Division and pick up your application for restricted burning permit. At this time, you will also be given a burn guidelines book. This is an excellent resource and should be able to answer all your burning questions.